know what I mean? That's kind of the iron fist and the velvet glove. And that's the moment says, you know what, buddy, you're going to do this. So then you got stronger. You got strength. You told the horse back. Hey, buddy, you're going to do this. And you told him you did it successfully. So that then you as a rider, you built the confidence in your body, kind of molded to the movement. Because in reality, I mean, you don't amount to nothing to the size of this horse.
You can kill me if you wanted to.
Oh yeah. I mean, join the crowd, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, look at you as an individual in there, that's too big of a horse. So you have to use yourself. And then after you set the boundaries, then it becomes easier. But you have to set the boundaries. So when he set the boundaries, so all of a sudden, he says, okay, I'm going to go down the wall. I throw her off balance by throwing the lead change. Then you have to start all over again. So no, you work through it. He says, buddy, you did a change, great, change again. And you continue next year, you know the horse says, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to do what she's asking me to do. And you become more clear and more precise. Then you become strong as a rider. That's the difference that you make. Okay. Because you become like, now, no, enough. I have. Now you can do this. So there is a moment you hear me tell here to the people, hey, line, this way. Then there is the other side. No. Now get up there and make it happen. And that is basically the moments we got into that.
Okay, so...
Well done.
Okay, you know, I think with the confidence part is a big thing.
Right. Being able, I mean, like, gee, should I whack him with a crop? Huh? He's going to run away with me. Well, it's a big thing. I mean, I don't blame you. So the fact is, but when we did, you did a little test. Okay, then so this way you know the reaction of the horse. So now, you as a rider, you're going to become very clear. You use it when you need it. When you don't need it, don't use it. Because then if we get carried away, so that's when we can get into problems. So, but my suggestion to you, obviously we're going to work tomorrow, but put all of those things on the right frame. Organize. Organize your whole ride as you saw this whole thing. Organize it. Where? No. Here. So because you organize everything, now you have a frame of work for you to work on. So you just don't go canter. No, you go into canter because you prepare the horse for the canter. Follow that?
Yes. So I have to kind of make sure that he's in the right direction. I'm ready to go before I ask him to canter, so that we're all prepared and we're right from the first
You're right.
we're actually doing something.
You're right.
Okay.
So everything that you do, you know clearly how to prepare and how to, what it looks like, how it feels like for the next movement.
Right.
Not even like the lead changes. Why? Because you knew that the horse had to change lane, had to lead change. Because actually you are a very nice rider. You just have to build the confidence and understanding and more self-awareness.
Yes.
Because you have a good feel, and obviously, I mean, you have a very good position that you can follow. So now, another thing that I want you to learn, that I want you to realize, I don't want you to go around just boop, 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 because the horse is throwing you up and down. No, I want you to create that boop, boop, boop. So you're going to set the rhythm for this horse. So in other words, it's not every time that your butt meets the saddle, the horse throws you up. No, you're setting the tempo for the horse. So when you're setting the tempo, so you get the horse in front of the leg, so he doesn't go around just with the nose poking up in the air and looking at this, looking at that, because he can't. No, you're going to give him, you already put him on a frame that says, hey buddy, move your feet, buddy. So then you can set the rhythm. So you're not waiting, because when we wait, when our butt meets the saddle and comes up, the horse says, one and instead of rounding out, they do this. And that's what I was asking you, get the horse in front of the leg. So when you meet the saddle, come right up instead of waiting for the horse to go. Point. So you have that feel that the horse is like a trampoline point, pulling you up. So you start setting the tempo. That's when you were able to set the tempo. horse round out. The horse came round. Then it starts moving this way instead of going around, looking at this, looking at that. Okay, we're going to work more on that tomorrow, but that is the things that I want you to take, because then all of a sudden you're starting to become a rider. Why? Because now you influence in the horse what I want you to look like. So you're just not going around on a ride. So most people we're going around, you know how many people who ride, go, how come my horse doesn't round out? Well, of course cannot round out. So now you have starting to get enough tools, enough understanding, enough self-awareness that you can provide for the horse so the horse can round out. And that is what all of these things that's called basics, fundamentals that allows the horse to move from one into another, that it starts to round out. Even initially, when you start doing the changes of rate, because the horse has to track up, start coming down in your hand. Without knowing anything other than just what we're transmitting to them, and they start responding to us slowly. Okay?